Good morning, student. Today we are going to study our chapter 4, which is type of economies. Dear student, in this chapter we will study about capitalist economy, socialist economy, okay? And in the last we will study about mixed economy. Okay, student, we will study about these three economy. Okay, in capitalist economy we have to study about only meaning and features. Okay, merits and demerits are not given in your syllabus. Similarly, we have to study only about meaning and features of socialist economy. No need to study merits and demerits of socialist economy. Similarly, in the case of mixed economy, we have to study only meaning and silent feature of mixed economy. Okay, we have no need to be studied about merits and demerits of socialist economy. In the last, we have classification of the economy on the basis of development. We have again two economy. One is developed economy, another is underdeveloped economy. Again, we have to study only meaning and features of developed economy. Similarly, meaning and characteristics or feature of underdeveloped economy. Okay, student, there is no need to study about distinction between developed and underdeveloped economy and distinction or differentiate between capitalist, socialist and mixed economy. There is no need to study these 2 points because these 2 points are not the part of your syllabus. Okay, student, so let's start our chapter. Okay, dear student, as we all know that an economy is influenced by the social framework of the society, political structure and the level of economic growth or the level of economic growth in the country. Okay, so the economy is influenced by all these three parameters. So dear student, therefore an economy can be classified either on the basis of ownership or on the basis of the nature or economic growth. So you have to keep in your mind to think clear that an economy can be classified on the basis of two things. One, the ownership or the mean of production. Okay, second, the economic growth. So you can divide an economy on the basis of two things. First, ownership. Okay, who have the ownership of the resources of an economy like capital, like land. Okay, who have the ownership on the basis of ownership. Second, on the basis of economic growth. Okay, so for better understanding we can see this with the help of a table. In this table you can find out that the type of economy is divided into two parts. One is basis of ownership of resources, second is basis of economic growth. Dear student, on the basis of ownership we have divided our economy into we have divided any economy into three parts like capitalist economy, socialist economy or mixed economy. On the basis of ownership of resources you can divide any economy into any of the three categories, whether the economy is capitalist or he may be socialist or he may be mixed economy. So if you classify the economy into basis of these three part, then simply you are measuring an economy on the basis of ownership of resources. Okay, student, now on the basis of economic growth you can divide economy into three different parts. First is developed economy, second is underdeveloped economy, and the third one is developing economy. So on the basis of economic growth, okay, which country is growing more, okay, which is not, okay, who is growing in a constant pace. So on the basis of growth we can divide economy into three different parts. Okay, developed, underdeveloped and developing economies. Let us start with our first point, which is basis of the ownership of resources. Dear student, classification on the basis of ownership over the mean of production. Okay, we can categorize our economies into three different categories. Okay, every economy may be categorized in any one of them. Okay, so according to the ownership of resources means our capital, our land, okay, our labor, all these are resources. So on the basis of ownership of these resources we have three categories: capitalist economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. Okay, student, so let us start with our first capitalist economy. What is a capitalist economy? Dear student, capitalist is a form of economic organization in which mean of production, it means your land, your capital, are owned by private people. Okay, all the private people are free to make uses of their wealth or uses of the wealth or the capital of an economy. So the in capitalist economy most of the properties, or almost we can say every property or resources is owned by the private organizations. Okay, and the economy is run by the private organizations. Okay, people are free to do any type of activity according to their interest, okay, according to their profit motives. So they are free from the government side, that they can do any type of work which they want to do. Okay, they can open any type of industry which they want, except those industries which is not good, or you can say which is only legal for the government, like the weapon industry. Okay, like manufacturing of weapon, manufacturing of war equipments, these are all controlled by the government. So because these are because these industries are essential for the safety purpose of any country, so the control of these industries are in the hand of government. Okay, student. Therefore, the capitalist economy is also known as free economy or laissez-faire economy. Because a capitalist economy, why the capitalist economy is called laissez-faire? The capitalist economy is called laissez-faire, dear student, because in the sense that there is a complete non-interference by the government. Okay, there is no interference of the government. All the decisions were taken by the private enterprises only. Okay, there is no government interference. Every individual is free in this economy. They can take their decisions, consumer can take their decisions, producers can take their own decisions. That's why it is simply known as our capitalist economy. And in this economy, the main motive is to earn maximum profit. Okay, every individual try to earn maximum profit. Okay, so if you talk about the welfare or welfare of the society, so there is very less chances of the welfare of the society if from an individual or from a poor point of view. But in general, all people try to maximize his satisfaction, tries to maximize to earn more and more profit. That's why it is known as capitalist economy. So all the economic activities or businesses carried out only by the private individuals, bodies or institution. Okay, student. So this kind of system emerged out of the industrial revolution of England during 1760 and 1820. Okay, this kind of system, which we are known as capitalist economic system, is emerged after the industrial revolution in England. Okay, after that, and there are many industry sector grow in different countries. Okay, the country really did hard, and they developed their industry sector, services sector, and they joined a path of development or growth. Okay, many years back, like we can say that, like USA, like UK, like Japan, France, Germany, Australia, Canada are some well-known examples of the capitalist economy. All these are capitalist economy because these Western or European countries of the world had taken place under the condition of capitalism. They adopted the policies of capitalism, okay, so that they can grow their country on the pace or on the direction of economic growth. Okay, so in these countries the main focus given on the on the industrial and services sector only. Okay, so this is our capitalist economy. Dear student, now the feature of capitalist economy. There are certain features of capital economy which we found. The first one is private property or inheritance. Dear student, in the case of capitalist economy, all the main, or you can say all the private properties, or like all the organizations, all the industries is only taken or only owned by the private organizations. There are very few amount of companies, or very less amount of organization or firm owned by the government. Most of the organization or the firm or the industry is going through or owned by the private persons or private individuals only. So their motive is to earn profit. And in this type of economy, there is a system of inheritance. So if suppose your dad have an industry, okay, have an firm, okay, and after that you will own that firm, okay, you will be the owner of the firm. So there is a culture of inheritance. Okay, so this is known as private property and inheritance. Next is freedom of enterprise and contract. Okay, in this economy, every enterprise is free to work according to their means, according to their characteristics, okay, according to their own. Okay, they all are free to take their decisions. Okay, every individual, every enterprises are free, and similarly they are free to make any contract with any other firm, any other industry, or any other people. They all are free. Okay, consumer are free, producers are free, they can choose whatever they wish to do. Okay, whatever they wish to produce, whatever they wish to start a new setup. Okay, so all the individuals are free to start their business, their setups. All the industries are free to make contract with other industry, other firms. Okay, but as I told you earlier, that there are certain type of goods which are restricted for production by the private organization, like war goods, public utility services, etc. Okay, dear student, so our next point is freedom of consumption. Okay, in capitalist economy, every individual are free to consume any commodity up to any extent. Okay, he is free to consume any commodity from any extent. Okay, here only those goods are produced which are highly demanded by the consumer. Hence the consumer is treated as a king. That's why we can say the consumer is the sovereign in the case of capitalist economy, because he is treated as king. Whatever he is demanding, okay, whatever is the demand of the market, the industry try to fulfill those demand only, so they have to produce only those goods only. Okay, therefore it is the freedom of consumption. They have the freedom of consumption and determine nature of goods and services to be produced in the economy. Okay, dear student, next point is market mechanism. Okay, market mechanism simply known as the play of or the deciding mechanism of prices in an industry. So in this case, the market forces. Now the question struck in our mind, what is market forces? Market forces means demand and supply force. Okay, suppose you wish to buy a pizza. Okay, or every in your class, every student wish to who eat pizza by way. So the demand for the pizza, they will demand for the pizza, and after that the pizza producing company, they supply the pizza. So during the contraction of demand of the pizza and supply of the pizza, where they meet, okay, where the demand of the pizza and supply of the pizza meet, there only we determine the price of the pizza. So the market forces, demand and supply force, determine the price of any commodity in the market. That's why it is simply known as market mechanism. Okay, student, our next point is profit motive. Okay, as we all are familiar that the motive of the capitalist economy is always profit. Okay, they always try to profit, maximize their profit. So under capitalism, the main objective of every producer is to earn maximum profit, as I told you. Hence the producer only produce such goods whose price is maximum and the cost is minimum. Hence all economic activities are guided by the sole objective of profit motive. So the objective of the economic activity is only profit maximization. So we cannot rely, or we cannot think about the welfare concept. Okay, we cannot think about the welfare concept of the society, because if you think about the welfare, it simply means you will think about the poor people. It simply means in the capitalist economy, the most of the poor, most of the people, or the economic thinking is only about the richer section of the society. Okay, okay students, so this is the point of profit motive. The last one is competition. As we all know, there are so many private organizations producing different type of goods and services, fulfilling the need of the customer. So there is always a competition in this capitalist economy. Okay, we can easily understand that under capitalism there is high degree of competition in the commodity as well as factor markets. Okay, competition leads to promote economic efficiency. Under competitive condition, only efficient firm would survive. Likewise, in factor market, each factor of production would try to give his best performance. It simply means there is competition. There are so many private organizations, okay, who are making different goods and services. Suppose in a case of toothpaste, okay, there are so many toothpaste manufacturing countries in our country. Okay, they all are competing with each other. So you can say that you have Colgate, Pepsodent, Babool, okay, you have Patanjali, you have Miswa. Okay, so there are so different type of brands available in the market. Okay, so you have to choose, you have the opportunity to choose according to your taste, according to your preference. Okay, so there is a huge competition under capitalist economy. Okay, student, so this is we have completed our capitalist economy and the feature of capitalist economy. There is no need to study about the merit of capitalist economy, as this is not in your syllables. And the second is demerit of capitalist economy. No need to study this particular thing. Okay, in our next video we will discuss about socialist economy. Okay, student, that's it for today. You have to complete your assignment and your homework from this topic only. Okay, thank you, student. Thank you so much, and stay safe and stay at home. Thank you.